to this week's reps call. It's the second call of November. And today Kiki would like to know not just your favorite food, your favorite Italian food. So this is a tribute, I believe, to Daniele and the Italian fellows we have here. So I will have a lot of pizza lovers, white chicken pasta with parsley on top. Oh. Lasagna, red sauce, pesto rosso, and things like that. Oh, and Matt likes carbonara, as he informed us. So please add your name and your favorite Italian food in the Etherpad. Today, we are honoring Italian cuisine. I'm going to say hello to who's in the Etherpad: Jason, Manzar, Sabas, Tim, Harsil, Prathames, and Sami. Welcome, welcome. And I don't know if I meet anyone from the meeting room. There is also Sina here and Kiki. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this week's RepsCo. The first one is something about that is called a new small campaign that is called Help Firefox Preview Users in Your Language. So for those of you who are oldest in here, you might have remembered that 2 years ago we ran a big campaign about helping Play Store reviews in your language in Play Store. So the problem was there that Mozilla was not supporting all the questions that were showing up as reviews in Play Store for Firefox for Android. For that reason, the community development team with the Sumo team collaborated together in order to create a tool. Back then it was very hacky. These days is very beautiful. And we created a new response tool for you to reply to Firefox users. We are not supporting right now Firefox for Android. We are supporting in this campaign Phoenix, or as you know it, Firefox Preview. So we are going to reply to questions from users in your language from Firefox Preview. So if you would like to help the Sumo Nation and the contributors in that amazing part of the world, go in our CVP. You can also have an event in your language in order to help the users. We don't have, we still are deploying some small bugs, so we haven't released the response tool yet, but you're going to receive on the 13th information on how to enter it. Some of the people here already know about it. Kiki, would you like to add anything else? Did we lose Kiki? Oh no, Kiki's here.
I guess she's frozen. I don't know, might be lose network connectivity or something.
All right. It's okay.
Now she's back, I see, I guess.
Kiki? Would you like to add anything?
Sorry, I think you touched most of them, so no.
Cool. Are there any other questions in the room? No, just an update that we just received in a meeting 30 minutes ago with Kiki. The release of Phoenix will not be on the 12th as we originally expecting. When we say the release of Phoenix, I mean the new release, the browser is out. It has been pushed for later in November. We're still going to run this campaign because we still believe we need to help the volunteers, the users that are in there. However, if you hear about the release is going to be later. Of course, the tool will be still remaining open for later use. If you want to participate now, you're more than welcome to participate now. If you want to help users later, when the release is out, you are more than welcome to do that as well. And I think that everybody knows that Kiki likes pizza. So with that, and since there are no questions, I'm going to pass the floor to Prathamesh and Pranshu. They're going to talk a little bit about MozFest.
Hey guys, thank you, Kiki and Constantina, for giving me this slot to talk about my experience at MozFest. I started contributing to Mozilla in the year of 2013, and since then I always wanted to experience MozFest in person. Over the couple of years, I couldn't get a chance to be there, volunteer, or be as a facilitator at MozFest. But this year, I was very much fortunate to be there at MozFest, facilitating for neurodiversity space. This was a kind of a new experience for me, but my focus was mainly on how reps can help MozFest in the long run, right? Because this was the last time when Mozilla Festival was happening in London, and from the next iterations, it would be moving out of London. And that is where I feel that reps can particularly participate in terms of volunteering, in terms of sharing their expertise in organizing and managing events, as well as facilitate or wrangler at spaces which might be released in the next iterations of MozFest. So, in this particular regards, I was fortunate enough to meet Mark Sermon. Uh, and most other people associated with Mozilla for a long, who have been associated for with Mozilla for a long time, and to them, with them, I cautiously had a word about how reps can help MozFest teams in future, and probably they would love to hear more from us how we can get involved in terms of volunteering, in terms of helping them out with planning, organization, and stuff like that. But again, this was just a haywire conversation. It was not an official conversation, or it was something which I had in my mind, as in can reps participate in terms of volunteering for MozFest, which I think was done earlier. I'm not 100% sure that reps were volunteers at MozFest. I'm not 100% sure, but this was something which I had in my bucket for reps, as well as so this was particular thing which I wanted to share with you guys, that I had a word with the Mark and others over this particular thing, and I haven't written them an email yet, but I'm thinking of writing an email very soon, so I'll keep you guys posted with the development, whatever happens with that. And also we had a opportunity to have a mini reps call, wherein Constantina, myself, Pranju, Shaina, Bala, Bhuvna, and I guess Robbie. So we guys got together in on one table, and we also kind of had discussed about how reps are performing or doing in their own respective areas. So this was kind of a overwhelming experience for me, and I was glad to be at that 10th iteration of MozFest. Yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you very much, Prathamesh. I see that we also have Pransu here. Pransu, if you would like to talk about your experience.
Hello everybody at the Webspot. I did not have higher motives as Prathamesh I did. Well, not exactly. It was his agenda, his plans, and I definitely participated. But my second time at second time at Mozilla Festival, uh, it was brilliant. I knew what to expect, but it's an overwhelming chaos which we love to embrace. It's it's so diverse, it's so huge that it's sometimes hard to keep track of your own self and what's going on around you. But just like the 2018 MOSFest, this one was uh, I would say a step better than last one because I knew how to enjoy my Mozilla festival this time. Apart from that, I was invited as a facilitator in the neurodiversity space. My talk was around brain executive functions within an ADHD mind and how artificial intelligence takes a toll on it. And apart from that, Shaina Dhingra, another rep from Bangalore, and I are going to announce our healthier AI cohort tonight in the Open Leaders Call. But apart from that, we had a soft launch at MOSFest as well. So yeah, our Open Leaders program was to launch there as well. And Yeah, so that was the agenda that I went on with, and since it was the last Moss Fest in London, I had to attend. That's why I had submitted 5 sessions myself, and I think within my regional community we submitted about 21, 22 proposals because people were so excited to be there, and I really think that it was worth it. Let's see where Moss Fest will go next year will follow. That's it.
Thank you very much, Pransu. In this point, I would actually like to also give a shout out not only to reps that facilitated, like Pransu, Prathamesh, and Bhuvana, who is also here, but also a huge shout out to Robbie and Ziggy. Robbie and Ziggy are also two reps that they have helping volunteers and organizing the MOSFET for many, many years now. If you like going to MOSFETs, you will meet somebody like Ziggy B all around the place, and everybody knows him. So a huge shout out about all the work he has done there. And also Robbie, who has been covering the Instagram, the Mozillagram these days with all his stories from MOSFest. All right, are there any questions for Pransu and Prathamesh?
Do you guys know when will Mosmeth's move next year? Oh, where? Sorry. Was it when?
There was conversations about places, but they have not made a decision as far as I know. Probably if we ask Ziggy and Robbie, might have more insight than we do. But there was not an official announcement of where it's going to be next year. As far as I've heard, they want to grow MOSFET, they want to bring it to more places. That's why they felt that London did its circle and they want to move to other cities. However, I'm not aware of the next city is going to be.
So I also had a chance to interact with many, right? So I inquired, as in curiously, where could be the next Most Fest. So no one is aware about where the next Most Fest could be. It's just that the core organizing team might need some time, around 1 or 2 months max, to decide the place. And they say that they are working on places, logistics, and again, as Constantine said, they want to expand the scope of MOSFest, and that is something which they are looking forward to. So, as of now, no one at MOSFest was aware about where the next MOSFest could be, but they would be releasing it in the next couple of weeks to follow. This is something which I understood from interactions.
Actually, I have something to add. Like MOSFest, people have to cover here as well. So Chad and Abby are actually hosting community calls for this. Next one is on 15th September. It's called Bring MOSFest. And yeah, so basically they're taking inputs from people who have been to MOSFest or want to bring MOSFest home, basically, so that they can, it's a step towards finalizing the national festival.
Actually, that's super cool. Could you add the link of the community call so in case people want to participate? Are there any other questions in the room? Until perhaps you find the link and add it on Etherpad.
Consti, if there are no questions, with your permission, with everyone's permission, I might need to leave because I have to jump into another meeting. I'm very sorry.
It's totally okay, Prathamesh. I was planning actually to close the call if there are any other questions and give back everyone 10 minutes, except if somebody would like to bring something on everyone's attention. This is an open floor. No, people are quiet today. All right, Matt, I think that we can close the call for the day. Thank you, everybody, for participating. We're going to talk again next Thursday. So see you then and have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye,
everyone.
guys. Good night. Good day. Good evening.
Bye. Thank you.